I'm not even going to do when words move today because my subject is so serious that it needs all of my time, every minute of my time. So we're going to get straight into that. And my subject is just pretty much, when will we stop blaming victims? When will it end? When will the victim blaming end? It's it's so simple to me to listen to a woman's story and not judge her, not tell her she's lying. It's nothing hard about that. I watched a documentary today called On the Record, and it's a documentary about the Russell Simmons a case. Well, that's supposed to be developing a case. Drew Dixon is one of the first women that came out and pretty much accused, and we have to say accused because he hasn't been tried and actually convicted, that Russell Simmons allegedly raped her. And of course, as always with these situations, a snowball effect happens because all it takes is one woman to be courageous and stand up and say, "Hey, yeah, it happened to me too." For the next woman, and it becomes a domino effect. In telling her story, the things that hurt me the most was to hear her say she didn't even want to tell her story. She kept this story in for 20 years, I think it was. 20 something years, just because she didn't want to bring a black man down. She did not want to hurt a black man. All these women's stories mimic each other so much, and some of them didn't even know each other, and in close, not enough to be like, "Hey girl, we're gonna concoct this whole story against Russell Simmons, and we're gonna come in and we're gonna take him down, and for what?" And these are women who wanted careers. This woman swallowed what happened to her just because she wanted a career. So why would she then it makes no sense for her to tell a lie to stop her career when she swallowed the truth to keep her career going. It makes no sense. She was very successful in the music industry. She's behind the Method Man and Mary J. Blige, "You're All I Need." She's behind some Lauryn Hill tracks. She's behind a whole lot of songs and bringing a lot of people into the industry that we listen to today. So she was very successful. And it's so sad that she felt like she had to swallow everything that happened to her to have a career. And then on top of that, when she did resign from Russell Simmons' company, she went on to go and work up on the Clive Davis. And as we know, when Clive Davis stepped down, L.A. Reid took over. So she was working on the L.A. Reid. And of course, he started to make advances towards her, inviting her out to dinner, inviting her back to the hotel. She's declining. She doesn't want to do it. So she says the business and the professional level that he had towards her changed. He started being nasty. Start having attitude because it's like, okay, you don't want to give me none. You don't want to have sex with me. Okay, I'm gonna treat you this way. So he was one of those, and she say he even would start embarrassing her in meetings. With everybody, belittling her, tearing her down, and she even tried. This is how hurt he was that this woman would not give in to him. She brought him Kanye West before Kanye got his started. I think Kanye started with The Rock. I think that's who signed him first. So she tried to get him there, and by him being so hurt that this woman would not sleep with him, he turned Kanye West down. The tears coming down Kanye's face, and she said she told Kanye, "Look, don't you stop going. You're gonna win Grammys. You're gonna be a big name." And she said, "You're gonna look back at this day and you're gonna laugh." And look at Kanye now. She said she remembers setting up this big audition of some sort for John Legend, where they had rented out this, I think, like an auditorium. John was gonna be there with his piano. All the big A&R people were gonna be there, and LA told her he wasn't coming, and John was there for nothing. John Legend, and look at where he is today. So after that incident, she left the industry, and she said, "I give up." At that point, and initially, when I was listening to her talk, when she said, "I said I give up," I thought she was finna say she went on and gave had sex with L.A. Reid, but she left the industry altogether because she just couldn't do it anymore. There were many women that spoke on this documentary. Dr. Joan Morgan, she said, many black women will allow race loyalty to buy them an early tombstone because they cannot reconcile the idea of engaging in an American criminal justice system that has been so brutal to black men. Tariana Burke, which you know is the founder of the Me Too movement, she said, the black woman's need and the duty that we feel to protect black men is definitely a hindrance to protecting ourselves. Shanita Hubbard said, this whole ride or die mentality is killing black women. It's a part of us that is uniquely designed to protect them because America destroys our men. So we're designed to protect them from what America has historically done to them. In light of the recent Meg Thee Stallion situation, where she finally said out of her mouth and went on record and said that Tory Lanez is the person who shot her. And she went on to say the reason why she didn't tell the police that he shot her or they had guns there was to protect him. Because true enough, the police are out here killing. They're killing us. And I just can't say black men. And a lot of women have been trained like they're killing black men. No, they're killing all of us. There are women also. There was just a greater chance at Meg getting shot as Tory getting shot. No, if the police would have known that guns were there. It's sad that women feel that black women feel that they have to swallow these bitter pills and take these bullets because they don't want to jeopardize a black man's character, his freedom. But what about ours? You know what I mean? What about ours? When does the black man stop and say, hey, you know what? I don't want to put this sister, my wife, my girlfriend, my lover, my daughter, my cousin, my aunt, or whoever in a situation that is dangerous or hurt her or harm her to where she's in a position where she would have to put me in jail for something I made a decision to do that wasn't right. I'm sorry. I don't care. If your first thought is it my protection or that you're harming me, I cannot think of you that way. My brother, if it was my brother, my blood brother, who my mama, my dad, and my mama and daddy created, sir, you're going to jail. Because just as well as I know that this American system is set up for you to fail and be brutal towards you, you know that just as well as I do. So why would you do something to jeopardize your freedom? This isn't, even though the situation still happened, this still isn't what it used to be, where a black man couldn't even whistle or he'll get hung. You know, that's not going on. So we have to come up to the times and say, hey, I'm not going to jeopardize my freedom, and I'm definitely not going to jeopardize it by harming my sister. That's not going to happen. And it's sad that women have to walk around with bruises and not fearing for their life because they care more about the freedom of their black man, their brother, than themselves. That's sad. I look at these women like Drew Dixon said, and it made me like I couldn't. When she said this, I said, "Oh my God, I never thought of that." She said, "My body is a crime scene." She said, "Rape victims," and I'm gonna go further than her. Victims of abuse, victims of whatever. When we are physically harmed as women, as a human, your body is a crime scene. A woman who is raped is walking around with her crime scene every day. That's rough. You wake up, you bathe your crime scene every day. You get it out of bed. You take it to work. You take it to the grocery store. Your children hugs it. And your body, you thinking about the violation that happened to your body that you can't wash off, that you can't change. Plastic surgery can't take away. Your body is a crime scene. Imagine having that thought in your head. You know, if Burger King gets robbed and you work at Burger King, okay, Burger King got robbed. You can go home, get in your bed, you're fine. But imagine somebody robbing your body, your mind, your sense of self. These women actually talked about committing suicide. There was one who said she actually took like 18 pills and kissed her son and said she was ready to go, but she actually lived. Imagine walking around. So I want men to think about that. When you violate women, when you rape women, when you touch women without permission, that you are creating a crime scene. Little girls, you touch a baby, you touch a 1-year-old or 3-year-old, that's somebody growing up with their crime scene for the rest of their life. You've seen the red tape. You ever seen a chalk outline? That's what they're walking around with every day. That's what they're living with. But yet there are some who are walking around not even telling their stories because they don't want you to be a crime scene. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? Where is the power in that? And it takes a strong woman to not even speak. It is sad. And what's even sadder are the women, especially my Black sisters that I see on social media, dogging women out, calling women liars, making jokes. I unfriended somebody the other day because she made a whole joke about Meg Thee Stallion getting shot. Ain't nothing funny about that. And I'm just in the mind, I'm not fussing with anybody. If you want to laugh at it, that's you. But it won't happen on my timeline. There's nothing funny. And one of the people that actually put the laughing face on it, this woman was shot by her children's father and could have died. And I'm like, I know she's not laughing at this. Is she laughing at this and she could be dead today because her children's father shot her? The audacity of some of you women. And then you want to get on Facebook and whine about not being able to find a man. And I'm going to keep on telling y'all, you don't deserve a good man. How do you think you're going to sit up here and down your sisters, laugh at your sisters' mishaps and abuse and almost getting hurt and manslaughters and assaults, and you get a good man? No, you deserve it. You know what? I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm not going to say you deserve that because no woman deserves getting violated, hurt, but you don't deserve a good man. Be by yourself, sis. You don't deserve it. You deserve exactly what you're getting, loneliness. Because how could you as a woman take any delight, find any humor in the mishaps of your sisters? And y'all the same women that get on there and we protect our kings. We love you, Black men. If nobody else loves you, we do. But then turn around and laugh at your sister getting shot. I don't have to know Meg personally to feel for her. Y'all the same people, and that's the trip too. I reshared what somebody said. Now, last week, getting shot was funny. But we got a brother this week got shot in the back 7 times, and everybody's, oh, Lord. It should be the same for the sister who got shot, for the celebrity sister that got shot by the celebrity man should get the same sympathy as the brother or sister who gets shot by the police. Know that they didn't get shot for the same reasons, but nevertheless, they got shot. You should not laugh at one and then have sympathy for the other. How you going to laugh at one and cry for the other? How you going to laugh at one and be in uproar for the other? Bullet's a bullet, no matter how the situation came. You know what I'm saying? One thing I would never compare it to, though, is black on black crime. That's not a good comparison because no black person has killed, I don't think in ever of the neverdom, that's not a word, but I just made up today, has a black person killed a black person because they were black. It hasn't happened. So black on black crime is not a good rebuttal when people say that. But my thing is, you're laughing at your sister. And there are people watching. This is what I don't get. Do y'all know when you get on social media and say you don't believe this or that didn't happen or you laugh at women getting raped or beat or killed? Do you know your daughters are watching you? Your friend? How can you be a woman or a brother? How can you be a sister, a brother, a father, or a mother of anyone, and laugh or say you don't believe somebody and think that your brothers, sisters, daughters are going to come to you when something happens to them? I wouldn't come to you at all. And a lot of you